This video will go through Main Street Baptist Church's website and how to make changes to it. Here's the site, and the first thing we'll do is log in. Go to your URL /WP admin. And here you were given login credentials and information, so you'll enter that. And this is the back side of your site. First thing we will look at is how to make updates to plugins, and then the rest of the video will go through these items as they pertain to your site. So with the updates, we have a process where we will make all the updates for our clients, but if you notice that something's going on with your site and it's running slowly, you can come here to troubleshoot first, go to updates, and as you can see, these two here will know like they're available for an update. I won't do them now to save time, but you just select update plugin. This may not fix the problem that's going on with your site, so go ahead and shoot us a message otherwise, but that's a good place to start. Next, here are your posts. You guys don't have a blog set up, but if you did, this is where you would make your blog posts. And if you do decide to set up a blog, then we will talk about that later. Accordion Pro, you also don't have anything with that. So here we will go to media. This is where you will update all of your photos, if you use sermons, any PDFs, sign-up sheets, that kind of stuff, you'll update here. You just go to add new, select files, and update them. Then they're on your site and ready for you to use wherever you see fit. What we will show you, I don't think you have any PDFs, but let's see if you did say this was a PDF and you were trying to link a text to go there, like say it was a handbook or something else that you wanted to pop out into a PDF, this is the link you'd copy. You'd go here to copy link, and you would put that as an attachment. And we'll talk about that later, but that's just how you will find that link URL. Next, we'll look at your form. So this is your contact form. How can we pray for you form? The contact is a simple name, phone, email, address. And those are all standard here. Name, phone, address, email. And how those are set up are like this phone. You can make changes to if you want to say you want to have specific things. So this is how people will have to insert their phone number. They can type in what they want, but if it's not 7, 10 digits here, then it won't accept it. That way you can make sure you have the accurate information for people. If you need to add anything else, say you wanted, what else could we add? Maybe a checkbox. And you say, have you been here before? And then you say yes, no, and then you'll delete this one, and that's what that would look like. You just make check boxes. I'm going to delete that because we don't want to add that, but that's just how you would make that. And then you also can just pick it and move it up the form so it will look different. That's kind of the basics on forms. Here's where your form notifications are. So say you have an Awanas sign up or VBS sign up and you want those to go to a specific person, because currently they're sent to the admin. So you could have them go to like your children's pastor instead, or whoever is in charge of that, so that they can get the submissions instead of just this generic email. And then you'll save update notification for that. For your pages, here are all of your inside pages. Let's go to your site. So that's all of these pages that you have: adults, youth, sermons. That's all of this here. They're all in here on different pages. So here's your home page. So you have a slider first. Here's your different pages that you have, links to ministries, view calendar. You have all of this on here, so I'll show you where those are. So here's your slider. That's just a short code. We'll go through how to make a slider and make changes to it later. This is just the text. If you need to change any times, you would do so here, like right here. We don't want that to have a period. Little changes like this. Here's your form. Right here. Pray for you form. Ministries, sermons, upcoming events. And since I did make that change, what I'll do is go right here and go update. And now that period is gone. And you can make any changes. It acts like a normal word processor. You will make them bold. So this is a heading 2. That's what this text looks like. Just a bolded all caps. But you can make it a line left, make it a number list. Whatever you want it to look like, you can do so. I'm not going to save this because we don't need to. We will add a new page just to show you how. So your page title, let's say you did a VBS page. And now, so a common mistake churches make is they don't remember to go here to add an element and go to page group. Instead, they make changes here, and you won't see this. This is header, title, content. This isn't where you put any content in. You go to add element, page group, add page section, and here is where you will add your sections. So like these are the different page sections here. These are 50-50 width, so then you can change if you want to put 2 or 3 or 4, you can change the percentage of how large you want those to be. And then again, publish if you want to save it for a draft because you're not finished with it yet, just save draft. And as you finish it up, you can go to preview, and this will show you what it's looking like without any changes or without making any permanent changes. Next, let's look at the FooGallery. And this is where your photo galleries are. So your adults and Sunday school. So if you need to add any media to this particular gallery, you can go through here and select photos that you've already uploaded on the media, or you can upload photos directly to this, add it, update here. And that's the same with all of these photos. So here's what's on your home page. So for your home page, you have these photos in your gallery, and if you need to add any media, you can just do so. Pretty simple. Staff members, pastor, all these different individuals. If you need to move them around, just drag them. Here's the pastor, name, title, and then here's the bio. Here's the photo, staff photo here. If you want to email or a phone number there, go for that. And then you just remember to hit update. Next, we will talk about the widgets. This is where your header is. So this is this information, your logo, your menu, as well as this map and your Find You on Facebook. So there's your photo, navigation menu, the main menu, and then your footer. Here's your Google map. Here's your text if you want to change any of this. These are all links. So as someone clicks on this, it automatically pops up a mailbox to Steve Webb. Find You on Facebook, it links them there. Phone number, it'll let them call. That's really good on mobile phones, etc. If you want to make any changes to that, do so. And as you make changes inside of the widget boxes, you need to save in the individual boxes. There isn't a large save. You just save right there. Next up, you have widgets, or sorry, menus. This is just this menu here. And you can tell, like, here's the different drop downs, and you can see that here. You just move them around if you want adults to be their own big one now. You just scoot it over. Let me scoot it over. You just move them right, and then you move them back left. There you go. Kids is doing it. And these are custom linked to different parts of the ministries tab. So those have specific titles already built in, and that's why we can do this hashtag link there. As you make changes, you just save down here. If you want to add a page, this is already on there, but we'll just add it anyways. So here's another contact, and we want it to go up front, so it's the first one. Then you just do that, or you want to be about underneath, you just drag it a little bit. And that's all. Remove that. And that's how you do the menus. Plugins, we talked about making updates using the dashboard. You can do the same thing on plugins. Adding new users is pretty simple. So here's Steve Webb. If you want to add a new one, say you just want to make a generic admin, and it's the office email, then so that's what that would be. You just have to fill those two out, and here's the password. So this is also showing you how to make changes to passwords. Just type in whatever you want the password to be, something strong, because that isn't strong, but then you will, so if you want this person to be able to make changes, make them an admin, and then you'll hit this add new user or update user, and then that will save that password instead of having it be 500 different letters and number combination. Changes on the calendar. When you click calendar, it automatically takes you to this add a new event if you just want to go to manage events. So here are all of the events going on. Let's look at this Epic Youth and see what that looks like when you're inside of, because so some repetitions of this event, this is because you stop it during the summer. So I went to here, scroll down, you can put more information here if you want that to be available for kids to look at. Schedule dates for this event. So during the summer, this is where I deleted some of the events that were going on. So here are all the events. It's just going to keep going, and you can put an end date if you want, but also this is set to repeat 500 times, so that's why it has it going for 500 weeks, 500 times every 1 week. So that's why it's going for so long. To change that, you could do until Christmas, or you could just do that and then count the weeks until Christmas. Like you could leave it how this is and then put repeats 20 times or whatever number you want to be there. We put 500 just so it's there and you can go through and delete it if there are dates that stop. But if you do want to make a change, you will need to put the date that you want to stop, and then you'll need to change this to a different number, otherwise it won't know what to do, because it won't know that it's saying you're doing it 500 times but you're stopping it early. And then current location is upstairs. If say this week it was going to the pool, you're having youth at the pool or something, you'd put like city pool, and that's it. Then you would save any changes there. If you want to add a new event, let's do a bake sale. You can put any information here. Contact Sheila for more information, or sign up, or whatever you want it to say. And you can put her phone number there. And this event is going to be just one day. It's going to be on the 17th of August from, let's say, we don't want to wake up too early, 9:30 to noon. However long, you can just make it wherever. And this does not recur. It's just a one-time event. It's a fundraiser for something, and you can put the information here instead of making a specific location, and then you publish it. So on your calendar, what did we say, August? That's June. So here it is, bake sale, contact Sheila for more information, and there you go. I will show you how to delete this item because it's a little bit complicated just to delete. So we'll go to Manage Events, and this is the new one. So you can't just push delete. It doesn't really like that. You can't just push trash. You need to check mark it and then say delete events, and then it's actually gone. And that is how you fix that. Slider Revolution. This is right here. This is all these different slides that you have going on, the links. To make those changes, the easiest way to do is to go to click on it, click the home, and then what I like to do to ensure that I'm keeping the same font across all sliders is to just duplicate. So duplicate. So now there's two of them. Well, we're not using this one. Maybe we shouldn't use this as an example. We'll go here. It's the same. So yeah, we'll just go back to here. So you've duplicated it, and now we have the font that we want. We want to change the background image. To do that, you just go here, main image, media library. Oh, we'll just use one we've already uploaded. We'll use this beach picture. Insert. And then now this event is going to be, so you have a special youth event coming up. Youth mission trip. And then, so that's what that says. Read here, we want that to say, sign up. All right. Here, okay. So I just double clicked it. This is set up differently because it's a button. So I just had to double click it, and this is where I'll change the text to sign up. And then we will also change this link here to whatever, like if you have a new form or if you want to go to your youth, you'll change the link here to reflect a different sign-up sheet, or even if it's another camp, like the camp sign-up sheet or some other ministry. That's how you'll do that. Check mark, and then that's a new slider, and then you'll save it. I'm not going to save it, but as you can see, these right now have this red no sign. That's because we're not using this slide, and so what you can do if you want to start using this is just put the check mark, and if you want to turn it off, you can either put the red sign back up or just delete it if you don't think you'll reuse it in the future. That's the general gist of Slider Revolution. It's a bit more complicated, and the reason I like to duplicate is because we have these effects already going on. That way you can have a consistent theme across your sliders so that nothing has a different thing or different font. It doesn't come in a different way. It all looks similar. Google Maps is down here. I will leave that because I don't want to save it. And this is where your map is. I don't know why you would ever need to change this, but if you guys move locations, you would just change your manage location, edit, change your address, and it will automatically save that for you. Well, you save it, but like that'll automatically make the change on your site for you. And that pretty much does it for your site. If you have any other questions, let us know. The most complicated thing is probably Slider Revolution, just because there's a lot of different ways that you can do things. And also your calendar is a little bit finicky, so if you struggle with that, let me know and we can help you out. And that should do it. Thanks.